Republicans and Democrats and independents across this nation, I say it is time for us to come together as one united people. While the campaign is over, our work on this movement is now really just beginning.
And that was President-elect Donald Trump last night after it was announced he will be the 45th President of the United States. Joining us now, best-selling author of the new book Treason, former Speaker of the House, Fox News contributor, big smile on his face, Newt Gingrich. There was a part of me today that really wanted to name names of those Republicans, those... All right, you're going to show yourself the bigger man. But I resisted the temptation to name names, all those people that sabotaged him, were not helpful, did everything to hurt him, and frankly, if they were successful, would be beating people like you and me over the head with a baseball bat and saying, oh, see, they were all wrong the whole time. But I didn't do it. Aren't you proud of me?
Right. I'm very proud of you. I think it's a sign of your newfound post-victory maturity.
All right.
Look,
I mean, go ahead.
Let me just say this because we've known each other so long. You and I, along with millions of other Americans, are just beginning one of the great adventures of our lifetime. The 8 years of Donald Trump are going to be among the most extraordinary, creative, inventive, exciting periods in all of American political history, and will, I think, both move America back to being great again, dramatically drain the swamp in Washington, and move our systems into the 21st century to provide much, much better experiences for every American. Now, my only point is, compared to all that, the little whiny, sniveling, negative cowards who were never Trumpers are beneath our paying attention to them. Let them drift off into the ash bin of history while we go ahead and work with Donald Trump and with the House and Senate Republicans to create a dramatically new future.
Do you believe the old order Republican Party, I believe it's dead, and there's a new Republican Party, and hopefully one that's revitalized with bold colored differences, as President Reagan talked about? Do you worry about those old guard Republican establishment people eventually, as quickly as they can, turning on Trump and stopping progress that he's laid out and I think got a mandate for last night?
Look, their technique won't be to turn on him. I remember this both with Reagan in 81, 82, and then with us once we got a majority in 94. Their technique will be to say, oh, be reasonable. Don't push too hard. Don't force the issue. Find a compromise with Democrats. Maybe he shouldn't name one of the justices who are conservative who's on his list. Maybe he should find a nice, moderate, acceptable to the Democrats. Down that road is a disaster. And so we have to be aware that the danger is not that they're going to actively fight. The danger is that they're going to offer honeyed words of subversion that undermines the entire movement to make America great again, undermines the entire Trump movement, which is beginning to change America. But I have a hunch, just based on today's conversations, we were in Charleston, now we're talking to you from Atlanta, and as I talked to people all around the place, one, lots of people walked up and said congratulations, including people who are for Hillary, who said, look, you guys won a great campaign, and we just respect that you did it. Two, there is a spirit here of what if we could actually come together to get big things done. Now, that doesn't mean backing off on anything, but I would suggest to you, for example, that a really dramatic infrastructure program will get at least half the Democrats to sign up for it and be exactly in the job-creating direction that Donald Trump has talked about for a year and a half. So there are ways to build the next 6 months that it becomes a really pretty remarkable majority-building project that sets the stage for greater economic growth, greater take-home pay on terms that Trump has campaigned on.
I want to get to that.